Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Breanna Nicole, and today I have a hair video for you guys. I know it's been a while since I've actually done a hair video, but that's usually because I don't really do much to my hair, so I really don't have that much to film. But my lovely FRO went ahead and sent me over some of their edge control. Now when it comes to my edges, I'm not really picky with edge controls or anything like that because I don't really do much to my edges at all. I know lately that's been a trend of like really doing the edges like full blast, and like I just don't do that because that takes extra time. But I do like to have my edges slicked back. For instance, if I'm doing like a ponytail or something, or even if my hair is down, as you can see, I like to have certain parts of my hair just kind of laid down. And I never really thought to use like an actual edge control gel just because I usually just use the gel that I'm using for my hair, and that gets me through the day or through the week or whatever, and it stays. But this edge control is actually pretty interesting because it has stuff in the edge control. It's actually a gel consistency, and it has stuff in the gel consistency. And it has ingredients like rose water, vitamin E, castor oil, things like that that are good for the hair. And at first I really didn't think that much of it, but when you really think about it, at least the gels that I use, because I usually use the Eco Styler gel, which I recently stopped using, but I do use it sometimes. And then I also use the Extreme gel, I believe it's called. And in both of those gels, there's really nothing that's super great for the hair. I think Eco Styler, though, they have like an olive oil gel, and I think they do have like a Moroccan oil gel. I can't really remember. But for me personally, because I've been using the Extreme gel like more recently and more than the Eco Styler gel, I actually don't even have Eco Styler gel with me. There's really nothing in the Extreme gel that's really going to help my edges or help my hair. The ingredients in the Extreme gel I'm sure aren't that great. So the fact that this is a gel-like consistency and is an edge control but has ingredients that are actually proven to be good for your hair as well as your edges, because edges they can be very fragile and they can break easily. So especially if you manipulate your edges a lot, like if you do a lot of styles and you lay your edges like a lot, between the brush maybe that you're using and constantly using gel on your edges can kind of make them weak and brittle, whereas this has things in it like castor oil, which is really good for your edges and just, you know, the rest of your hair, which will help strengthen them. So she sent me over this gel. She sent me over the 2-ounce one, which just looks like this, and it's in a bottle. It's kind of like a little squeezy tube thingy, and that's like the opening. And then she sent over the 8 milliliter little gel applicator, and this one's really cute and tiny. It's good for like if you're traveling somewhere, and because I know some airlines are really particular about size of like liquids and stuff like that, including gels. So this is a cute little one right here. I'll just show you guys again. And this one is convenient because it has a little applicator, which I'm going to show you guys, and it just looks like this. And this applicator is much different than any of the other like edge brushes that I've seen, because a lot of them, if you guys know, back in the day, you know, when we was laying our edges and our mamas was doing it for us, you know, toothbrush got the job done. But this is cool and convenient because it's a nice little brush and it comes in the little packaging, as you guys can see. So if you're taking it somewhere, you don't really need to pack your edge control brush that you would use. And it's also different. Like I said, this kind of reminds me of like a, I don't know, like kind of like a mascara tubey brush almost, which is interesting, but it works just as well. And the nice thing about that brush is that it's actually really, really soft. So what I was saying earlier about some edge control brushes, like a toothbrush, can be very hard, and when you're constantly manipulating your edges and manipulating your hair, that can cause your edges and your hair to become more brittle and weak and actually break off. Whereas this brush really isn't even that hard at all. It's very soft, it's flexible, the actual bristles themselves are very, very flexible, and I was using it to kind of lay down my edges. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this whole edge game thingy, so like I said, I was just laying my edges down. She did mention to me that this works well on damp hair, so I did it on damp hair. And I just want to tell you guys that I've been playing around with this gel for a few days now, and you guys know that when I get products and I test them out, I like to test them out for at least like a few days before I hop on camera and tell you guys my thoughts about it. So the gel, like I said, she said that it works well on damp hair, and you apply it how you would normally apply your gels or your edge control, and you style your edges how you would normally style them. In my case, I was trying to use this with the applicator and I just laid my hair down. And then she said it also works best if once you're done laying your edges to wrap it with a scarf and just let it set for a few minutes. So I did that. I wrapped my edges in a scarf for a little bit while I finished my makeup and did a couple other things, and then when I was ready to film, I sat down and I took it off, and now they look like this. So I mean, like, my hair does not feel hard at all, which usually with some type of gel like the Extreme Gel or even Eco Styler Gel, my hair feels really, really hard, whereas this doesn't make my hair feel hard at all. And another thing is that I didn't need to use a lot at all. Whereas gel, sometimes I take a little bit too much gel, which is probably why my hair feels hard sometimes. But I didn't really need to use a lot at all. I only used like a little bit. And I didn't find myself having to like keep, you know, dipping back into the tube to get more. I think I only dipped in the tube maybe like twice, and that was it. And I was able to lay down, you know, this side of my hair and like, you know, do a little swoop-de-doop or whatever. And I was able to do so very consistently and easily. And it wasn't really hard at all to do it. So I really, really like the gel. I think it's pretty cool that she incorporated things that are good for the hair into the gel as well. And that's what I think is, it's very different compared to maybe a regular gel that you guys use for your hair like I do, like the Extreme Gel like I said. Now for the 2-ounce gel, which is again in this little tubey here, this can be purchased individually for $14.99. And then the 8 milliliter gel, which comes with the applicator that I think is just so cute and perfect for travel, even though none of us are traveling anywhere right now, but that's besides the point. This can be purchased for $12.99. So I do know that, you know, this may seem a little bit pricey, but if you think about it, these are very high quality, and they also have things that are good for your hair in them. And they're not just kind of thrown together to sell. They're really made to cater towards our hair, hence the name, My Lovely Fro. And they're made to help us retain not only our length, but to also help thicken our hair as well with the ingredients like castor oil into the gel. So for you guys, I do have a discount code where you guys can purchase one of the gels or both of them if you really want to try them. I have a little mini one just in case you need it. I do have a discount code for 20% off, which I will leave down in the description box. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.